God.
Hello and welcome to episode 1 of our fourth game. Nope. Final Fantasy X.
You said we're going out to dinner.
We had our noodles. I wonder if it was not playing through the speakers at all, and it's because it sounded like it was coming through again.
I think it was playing through our headphones.
Yeah. We restarted this quickly because I thought there was an audio problem. How are these graphics? Oh,
That are tit.
they're pixels.
God, I'm like a teacher now, so look at her tits.
Strong bone structure.
I was like, do you think I could ever get in trouble for anything I've said on these videos?
No. I think you could, but I don't think you will. Those are just horror stories that happen to one person kind of thing. The same person over and over again.
This is so cheesy. Like,
Yeah.
head on his shoulder, like he kind of puts her head on his hand.
This game, I don't know. Because to me, it was always like 6 through 9 were like the great games, and I never played this until recently. And I don't know. It definitely has like a really cheesy, like lame vibe at the beginning, but I feel like as the game goes on, you kind of come to love how stupid this guy in particular is.
Yeah, he's already kind of dumb.
I don't know if it's just the voice actor or it's like intentional that the character is supposed to appear as like an airhead.
This is like the first game where characters have dialogue.
Yeah, that's voice acting. Sorry if I ruined that. This is my story.
Yo, okero sora.
Yeah. Nande yo. Oh, how about that? Isn't that a flashy intro?
This is HD.
Remaster.
I just imagine I've come across a principal who like loves my videos, and but just all of a sudden in like video 7, he's like, "Wait a sec, did he swear?"
So yeah, you can pick between arranged or original. No reason to not go arranged if you have no attachment to either one.
Like, especially if you're new to this game, like, what
Yeah.
would you pick? I guess you just do original.
And then it asked about sphere grids there, which, if you're like me, have no idea what a fucking sphere grid is.
Yeah.
It's just like the level up system. The original kind of sets each character. These are like all the playable characters right here. Spoiler. But they all kind of have their own little paths that you can level them up on.
Yeah.
Where the advanced one kind of makes it more open, so you can make them all like tanks if you wanted to, kind of thing. Which you don't want to, but you have that open for you if you want. Because I mean, there are some like like you could probably make like all of the
That's off
mages.
the hands on the shoulder.
Yeah, this is it loops, which is kind of annoying.
It's just getting so much empathy.
She's fine. Yeah, I didn't know whether to include both of these, because like it is pretty much the exact same, but the other one has the credits in it, and he speaks here, and it goes on for like 3 more seconds.
Ooh.
So
I
it's
think you made the right call.
Yeah. Just wait for it.
Listen to my story.
Oh.
This may be our last chance.
I already don't like his voice.
I know. It kind of reminds me of like Sonic the Hedgehog with that like
Oh yeah.
cheesy, dumb idiot that thinks he's so cool. You're too slow.
Do you think you'll see that movie?
Oh, I don't even know. No. I mean, maybe, but definitely not when it's any new. Is there like a release date for it yet?
No. But you know how they like redid the design and stuff.
Yeah, people are saying he looks much better. And this is...
I feel like everyone's happy except the artist who originally made him. Just feels terrible about himself. Okay.
Yeah, like this game definitely feels like kind of the clunkiest and most like awkward dialogue wise, but I don't know, I think it has a lot of charm in that respect. And there's definitely some like legitimately like badass things about this game, so
I've been a big fan of yours from the very
He
beginning.
ran. That's
I
Yeah.
won't let you down.
talking to the people in the front are what advances the plot, so I'm saving them for last.
Hey, how are you feeling?
Great as ever. Thanks.
Yeah, we're cheering for you. You're Jack's son. I'd be crazy not to cheer for you.
Just giving you as much
The game tonight.
background
Very
as
important. The game tonight.
the game.
Are you gonna show us that shot tonight?
I don't know.
Is he like a soccer player?
You should
it's a
do it
fictional
for us.
sport, but they'll have a
Jack's shot.
cutscene that kind
I'll
of
be waiting.
shows you what it's like.
Can you sign this?
No problem.
I like how that's how they get you to enter your name.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Me too.
Please
Take it
confirm
easy.
name.
Yeah.
Why do we have two different names?
Thanks for the autograph. Can I have your autograph?
Of course.
This girl has the worst voice, I feel like, later.
Not tonight.
Nothing to worry about. Oh, if I score a goal, I'll, do this. That will mean it was for you, okay? What seat?
He's blocking the front row.
And I just,
Right.
just made me like, East block! Jesus
He's
Christ.
Thank you for the autograph.
Just seems like such a weird setting. It looks like he just came from off a dock.
Well,
I know,
gotta
like-
go. Cheer for me.
I guess he rode in on one of those like D-Day boats where they just open up from the front and he storms the beach.
Hey, I got a game to
It's
play.
like such a slummy part of town.
Teach us
Yeah.
after.
Maybe tonight,
Don't make promises.
You can't tonight.
I mean tomorrow.
I like how he doesn't really address this weird child, but he's like, alright kid, whatever.
It's weird, but you're right.
Are your parents around?
I wonder if there's laws dictating you can't have water dripping down from buildings in like our society. So I was just thinking about the architecture involved in that.
I think it's probably legal here. Like, I know where I lived in Nanaimo, there was a water ban, so you could only have like you could only water your lawn every other day kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like a lot of places.
Yeah, so
You can only have that
I
beautiful
was in a coffee
design
shop
happening
running
like
away from home when I
3
heard the
times a
news.
week.
yeah,
Our hero, Jet, gone.
Everything just looks
vanished
like-
into thin air.
all grungy and
My dad must have been his
algae
biggest
when
fan.
it's
He
the
knew how
off day.
sad he'd be.
Just
Heck,
doesn't
we all
clean it.
were that day. Zanar, I says to myself, what are you thinking?
It's a little confusing, but
I
this
was
is
running
like
straight back home.
sports
We sat up
commentator
about
talking
Jet all night.
over while you do other stuff.
My dad and I never talked so much.
I have no idea who this guy is narrating,
Around
but
this, folks.
he just pops in right
Anyway.
now.
Yeah.
10 years later, the Jack Memorial Cup tournament is today. The two teams that have won through to the finals are, of course, the Abes from A East and the Duggles from C South. I know there's a lot of people out there today.
So this girl running by is the only collectible.
In just
You have
one
to talk
year,
to her
he's
3
become the
times.
team's #1
So I was a little
player.
nervous because she's like as fast as you, and I'm like, I can't let her get past me or else I'm
10
fucked.
times.
3
What
times.
kind of super play will he show us today?
You just promise that you're gonna buy
Will
her
we see
tickets
his
and then
father's
she'll give you
legendary
something.
shot?
Like a classic
I don't
scam.
think I'm the
Yeah.
only one
Give me
excited
your
here,
credit card
folks.
information and I'll put the money in your account.
Exactly like that girl you're just talking to.
Yeah, I mean, some character models are a little.
She's hinting for you to give her a jacket. You just sprint away.
Yeah.
So I guess he has to run to the game himself, not just like a driver.
Miles of road. He's exhausted by the time the game starts. Everyone thinks he's just doing it because he's got so much cardio and is such a great athlete, but
Yeah.
this desperation. I don't know, like,
Blitzball.
yeah, that's what the sport's called. All of this is skippable, but I feel like it kind of lets you know that you're the star, you're the of this fictional sport, and you're clearly the son of some other legend. And here's a pretty cool cutscene, I think. Nope, never mind, I'm wrong. But coming up.
Coming through, sorry.
It just makes me laugh at how stupid he is.
Hey, I'm gonna be late. Hey, let
No
go.
one's even there.
They force you to stop so you can say that.
It's bad he just like actually loves it.
Yeah.
Oh no, guys, don't.
This is Blitzball.
This is just a bath.
Just meditating before the game, I guess.
Have you seen like the movie? I think it was like called Akira.
Akira? Yeah.
You saw it?
I've seen it a few times. I like it a lot.
Like it's about a rollerblading robot girl.
What?
It hit a theater like a year ago, and
Okay, no, I have no idea what this is.
it's kind of like a cyborg, and she plays a sport. What are you thinking of?
A movie called Akira from 1988. It's like the most famous anime of all time.
It looks just like this.
What's that?
Nothing. Like it reminds me so much of that movie.
Blitzball basically seems to be like water polo / rugby.
Actually, oh yeah, I remember that movie was based off an anime, so maybe it was exactly.
I don't know any sports or robot girls in Akira. But yeah, this is the mini game of this game, and I think it's pretty fun. But
Yeah, this looks more enjoyable. Wait, I think I saw you playing this once.
yeah, I played it a lot.
Thought he wasn't even making a move on the ball, just doing an elegant dive for the
Yeah.
fans, not.
So if you haven't been paying attention, their town is being destroyed.
I figured something was being destroyed.
This isn't just how Blitzball is played.
It's very dangerous, not just for the players, but just the
Yeah.
city. It's a big gamble whenever they host an event.
I don't really get this transition. Like, it looks like he falls to his death, but they just kind of shake it off and
Yeah.
like, well,
Snowfall damage.
off we go.
part of the crowd now.
Yeah.
Orin! What are you doing here?
I was waiting for
What are you talking about?
So I wanted to see if you could talk to these people, but you just click through their bodies even so.
Hey guys, do you know who I am?
Well, I was just thinking they'd be like, oh, what's happened? But I'm like, no, no flavor text or anything.
Why are you acting in the opposite direction?
They're following our buddy Orin. Or Orin, however you say it.
Here's that child.
Definitely something off about him.
It begins.
What?
Don't cry.
Not even on the verge of tears.
Sadness hasn't even crossed my mind. Just confusion. I'm in no pain.
What the? Hey, wait! Hey, not this way.
Look.
What do you think of the sounds like apocalypse sirens make? What do you think of the sounds that sirens make during like, you know, like an apocalypse or like...
You mean like World War II
Yeah.
kind of sirens?
Yeah.
They're good. They convey the fear that they should.
I think they're so badass. This looks like it's delayed reaction from both of them.
Such a loser sometimes. Luckily, that's about the last we'll ever see of that.
He's suddenly a skilled warrior.
Yeah, just needs me to hit the fight once.
My old man?
Why didn't you give me a lighter sword?
Yeah. Your sword looks much more manageable.
Yeah,
You know how to use it.
don't. Do you think if somebody gave you a sword and said that to you, you would just say, yeah, I know how to use it?
We cut through.
Like, it's
I think
a simple concept, right?
yeah.
But, like,
I think I'd just be confident enough. I'm like, yeah, I'm more athletic than most people that are probably thrown into this situation, so sure I can do as well as any of them.
Don't bother going after all of them. Cut the ones that matter and run.
I want you to turn around and...
No, I just because there's no you don't even get experience from these guys, so it's best to just get through them.
And who's this guy, by the way?
The guy in the red cloak.
Yeah, the guy running away from you.
He's like I don't know if you were listening, but your dad is like a
Yeah.
famous star, and he's kind of just disappeared. And
That
he was
died.
yeah, that's kind of how they make it seem, but
That's probably your father, then.
we probably don't we don't really know what happened to him. Whereas Orin was like that's the red guy's name. He was a friend of his father, and I don't know, kind of became the guardian to Titus here.
What do fans think of Titus?
I don't know. I think people like him, but I think everyone's.
Out of my town!
They're so synchronized, these enemies. They just look like a dance.
I never really paid attention to that. Get all that?
Nope.
This is pretty much the limit break, and I kind of like it because there's like a bit of like skill involved. Like I have to put that command in time, and each person's overdrive is will have like a different QTE kind of thing. You'll get Titus's here next turn.
It doesn't even look like an offensive enemy.
Yeah,
Like, I would have just... I would have thought just that... keep running.
yeah, just like a towers in the middle of the road, jog around it. But it also doesn't even, it can't, like it only does 25% of your current HP, so it'll never kill you anyways. Eventually it'll just, you'll be too low of HP for it to do even 1 damage. You can see here it does a lot less. It's doing like 150 the turn before. But like all Final Fantasy games, it kind of starts out with a tutorial and then
That's the way it is sometimes.
I like how they kind of keep to their formulas.
Yeah, not all Final Fantasy players are veterans.
Yeah, we all start somewhere.
Some choose to start 10 games after the first.
Yeah. It's just the save points. In this game, I don't know. I think it's such a nice thing. It automatically will like fully heal and max out like your MP and all that. Oh, it's such a blessing to get. I think this game is like so good with its battle mechanics. Like everything about it I love.
Give me a break, man.
By far the most fun to just play.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Because it's the only one without
overcomplicate things.
time-based like reactions to inputting your commands either. Like it is like Pokemon you said, where you can just walk away if you wanted to. And yeah, so I feel like the game's kind of makes the enemies a little harder, but more strategy-based to defeat. I don't know, that's rewarding to do.
That's brutal to get.
What's that?
I feel that's brutal just to get smacked continuously by these birds.
Yeah. Spines prickling into you.
This could be bad.
You're in so much pain. Ugh. This might be a problem soon.
Yeah, there's hundreds of them. I might get tired in my right arm swinging this heavy sword.
Why are you attacking that?
You'll see.
It feels it's gonna be an environmental kill on those things.
Kind of, yeah. Because I was thinking about it right now. I'm like, what does this even do? Because you'll see, it just...
Spine.
See, like, it just falls away.
We did it.
Oh, I guess.
Happened?
Just a building collapsed on the bridge.
How could they did not plan that?
Yeah. Don't act so cool.
Go where?
One thing I like about this game is you are a professional athlete, so it's like, okay, it makes sense that I can do this shit. I'm just inexperienced, but I definitely have the athletic acumen to be better than everyone.
I wonder if he'll help you. I mean, he should have helped you already.
Done plenty already, Oren, so don't feel like you're underappreciated. It's just...
You are sure? This is it.
I just see this face like 10 times in recordings, and I don't know, it just makes me laugh just seeing it in 2 seconds.
It all begins here.
No, it's this one.
Double. expression just kind of remind me of Child's Play.
Oh yeah.
Hey!
My old man?
Go down.
Yeah. This is very like confusing. Like go down where, but
What am I seeking out?
see this dude just chilling in the middle.
I thought about a lot of things. Like where I was, what I got myself into. I started to feel lightheaded, and then sleepy.
Later on, I woke
think
up.
I had a dream of being alone. I wanted someone, anyone beside me, so I didn't have to feel alone anymore.
Just his voice. Well, we got sucked into a portal. We're waking up on this weird land.
Land.
Well,
It's kind of generous.
Anybody
Yeah.
there?
area, region.
Aaron! Hey!
Why is that bird's not timid at all?
Yeah. Just kind of leaves of annoyance more than fear.
Yeah.
If you're gonna scream, I'm not fucking bothered. But yeah, that's that. That's our first week. 4 episodes.
It's our first month.
We'll see. What'd you think?
That's good. I think I like that one most.
Number
Just the
10?
Sports. Yeah.
Yeah. Is he your favorite character of the 4 main? Well, it's hard to say who's the
Yeah, I
4
feel-
main.
Don't know anything about any of them.
Yeah. How would you rank the games so far?
Maybe. Probably just 10, 9, 6, 5.
6 or 7-6?
Yeah, 7, 6.
Very well.
But yeah, 6 is just, I don't see any personality from anyone yet.
Yeah.
It's just such an old game. So, maybe soon.
And the only character they've literally said is being enslaved, so she said nothing. She doesn't even have a name.
Yeah. But only time can tell.
Indeed.